Welcome back to Bears News Fan Report, the only place where rumors burn hot, speculation runs deep, and every silence from Halas Hall means something big might be coming. Let's not pretend everything is fine. The 2025 NFL offseason was supposed to bring peace of mind to the Chicago Bears offensive line, the one area of the roster that needed absolute stability to protect Caleb Williams, the number 1 overall pick and new face of the franchise. But instead of clarity, we've got questions. Big ones. The left tackle position, arguably the most important job on the offensive front, is a mess. Braxton Jones, still recovering from that brutal ankle fracture, no timetable. Kieran Amagaji, raw, unproven, not ready. Ozzy Trapilo, a right tackle project being shifted to the blind side during rookie minicamp. Maybe. And here's the thing. Caleb Williams was sacked 68 times last season. 68. The worst in the NFL. If that doesn't light a fire under Ryan Poles to act, what will? Now, here's where things get interesting. Trapilo, a second-round pick out of Boston College, is saying all the right things. He's taking reps at left tackle. He's working hard. He's versatile. But let's be honest, this is still the rookie minicamp phase. Nothing is locked in, and if you think a second-round rookie, who spent most of college at RT, is going to step into a starting LT role and keep your $100 million to QB safe all season, that's not just optimism. That's madness. Which brings us to a question no one wants to ask, but we will. What if the Bears aren't done yet? What if the answer to all these left tackle problems isn't in the room yet? What if Ryan Poles is about to make the boldest, smartest, most shocking move of the entire offseason? Because we've heard the whispers, we've seen the hints, and if you connect the dots, they point in a very specific direction. A direction that leads straight to a living legend. A player who's not just one of the best offensive linemen of his generation, but maybe the best left tackle of the modern era. Still guessing? We're talking about Trent Williams. Yes, that Trent Williams, 9-time Pro Bowler, 3-time All-Pro, the brick wall of San Francisco, and, possibly, the next player to walk into Halas Hall if things fall into place. It sounds crazy, but the pieces are there. Reports out of San Francisco suggest that retirement rumors are swirling. Williams has battled through injuries, and the 49ers have a tight cap situation. They just invested in youth at offensive line and are preparing for life after some of their older stars. If he decides to play one more year and make one final payday, why not Chicago? The Bears have the cap space. They have the quarterback. They have the offensive weapons. And now they have the desperate need. And let's not forget, this wouldn't be just about performance. It would be about mentorship, about giving Ozzy Trapilo time to develop properly, under the watch of the best to ever do it, about letting a rookie grow without being thrown into the fire, and possibly burning out. Trent Williams in navy and orange wouldn't just stabilize the line. It would supercharge this offense. Before we go any further, if you believe the Chicago Bears need to protect Caleb Williams at all costs, hit that like button, subscribe to Bears News Fan Report, and turn on notifications so you don't miss a single rumor, update, or game-changing move. Because if Trent Williams really is in play, you'll want to be here when it happens. Let's get into the why. Why would Trent Williams, one of the greatest left tackles in modern NFL history, even consider coming to Chicago? Simple. Legacy, money, and mission. First, legacy. Williams has done it all. He's a future Hall of Famer. But there's one thing missing from his resume. A ring. The 49ers came close, but the clock is ticking. At 36, Williams only has one. maybe 2 years left of elite play, and he knows it. If San Francisco's window has truly closed, why wouldn't he jump to a hungry, rising team with a young franchise QB and a fan base ready to explode? Second, money. The Bears have the cap flexibility to make it work. They didn't go crazy in free agency this year. They didn't chase overpriced veterans. They've been measured, strategic, exactly the kind of setup that allows for one big swing when the opportunity is right. Williams won't come cheap, but he's not a long-term investment either. 1 year, big number, big results. Third, mission. Williams isn't the kind of player who wants to fade out quietly. If he's going to play another snap in the NFL, it'll be because he believes in something. A cause, a project, a goal. And the Bears, with their young core, new offensive system, and generational quarterback, offer the perfect final chapter for a warrior like Trent. Think about the message that sends. You walk into Week 1 with a future. Hall of Famer on your blind side. You give Caleb Williams the time he needs to cook. You immediately erase the 68-sack nightmare of 2024. You tell the entire NFC North, we're not hoping to win, we're built to win. And even if Williams only stays for 1 season, the ripple effect is massive. Ozzie Trapilo doesn't have to be rushed. He gets to learn from the best. Braxton Jones doesn't have to be rushed back from injury. The Bears suddenly go from potential to dangerous. Now here's the kicker. There are whispers out of San Francisco that if Williams does return, it might not be with the Niners. They're preparing succession plans. They're working young tackles into reps. There are rumblings about internal friction. Williams isn't thrilled with how last season ended, and the Super Bowl loss clearly left scars. He's reportedly taking his time, evaluating, watching, waiting. And guess who's quietly monitoring the situation? Ryan Poles. He's made moves like this before. DJ Moore. Montez Sweat. Kept everything quiet until the moment the ink dried. He's not the kind of GM who announces interest. He acts. And if Poles believes this team is ready to contend now, then this move, 1 year of Trent Williams, becomes not just possible, but logical. Meanwhile, the Bears have stayed publicly, committed to Ozzie Trapilo. And why wouldn't they? He's a second-round pick. He's looked solid in early camp reps. But let's be honest, minicamp isn't Soldier Field. Trapilo has never faced a live NFL pass rush. He's never had to protect Caleb Williams with 70,000 screaming fans demanding results. And if the team throws him out there too soon, it could break him. That's why the smartest move, the boldest move, would be to bring in Williams as the bridge. Give Trapilo time. Protect your QB. Send a message to the locker room, the division, and the entire league. Now ask yourself, does it really sound that crazy? A future Hall of Famer. A win-now roster. A gaping need at left tackle. The Bears have the leverage. The need. The cash. And Trent Williams? He might have just enough left in the tank to make one last run, but only if the fit is right. Only if the fire is still there. Only if he finds a team with something to prove and everything to gain. That team might just be the Chicago Bears. Thanks for watching Bears News Fan Report. Do you want Trent Williams in Chicago? Is this the kind of all-in move Poles should make to protect Caleb Williams and set the tone for 2025? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Smash that like button and stay tuned, because if this deal happens, we'll be the first to break it down. Bear down.